Welcome to this episode of Say It with Scott, where we look at how the words we use affect the lives we live. I'm Scott Sery. I'm a copywriter, and I'm a lover of how we can take a word or two here and there in a sentence, tweak them just a little bit, and dramatically change the message that we're sending. This episode is brought to you by Strategic Advisor Board and by my company, Sery Content Development. Today we want to look at how we phrase the cost of the product or service that we're providing. A lot of times what we try to do is manipulate the dollar amount so that it doesn't sound like it's such a big expense. Depending on what you're selling, people shouldn't be looking at what you provide as an expense. Really, they should be looking at as like an investment. So for instance, if you're hiring a copywriter, it's not an expense, it's an investment that might cost some money now, but it's going to generate much more money down the line. But what about some of these other things that we need to just put a dollar amount on them? We need to say they cost something. So let's say you have a subscription to whatever it is you do, and it costs $100 a month. Now you can say it costs $100 a month, but a lot of us have a little bit of a disconnect with actual money anymore. All our money is digitalized. We pay with credit cards. And so when you say it's $100 a month, it either sparks, whoa, that's a ton of money, or is that a lot of money? It sounds like it's not a lot of money. Either way, it creates this confusion and it creates an idea in their head that it's a dollar amount and I don't understand it, so I'm just going to completely blank off of everything. So instead, you want to phrase it where your service, although it's $100 a month, it costs less than a cup of coffee a day. So when you're looking at the cup of coffee a day, that's what, $3.33. Most lattes are pushing upwards of $6, $7, $8 anymore. Now you're saying, you could even say it costs half as much as a daily cup of coffee. Now you're saying that it's a product or service. I buy coffee all the time. I understand what my coffee costs, and I say, oh, okay, now I understand that this is less than what I'm spending. So compare it to something else along those lines. If it's a $2 product, say it costs less than a bottle of water. If it's a $1,000 product, say it costs less than a mortgage payment, less than your monthly rent. Somewhere along those lines, so it kind of creates a new idea and a new feel for your product or service, instead of just saying, bam, here's the money, buy from me. Thank you for watching this episode of Say It with Scott. I hope that you found some inspiration and education you can take back and apply to your own business. As usual, if it didn't make sense, if you don't want to mess with it, click the links in the description below, reach out, and I'd be happy to help you along the way. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That way you get notifications every time Strategic Advisor Board posts great new content.